Once he did that, he turns around and said that because he had loved her so much, then after he was done with her, he wanted to do away with her at all. And she said, this is worse than what you, this is what you're doing now is worse than what you did with me. And then Amon hated her exceedingly, so that he hated her, wherewith he hated her was greater than the love wherewith he had loved her. And Amon said unto her, arise and be gone. This brother was inching for a lynching.
Got it.
Yeah, so now let's go ahead and skip down to verse 22.
And Absalom spake unto his brother, neither good nor bad, but Absalom hated Amnon because he had forced his sister Tamar.
So this is part of the sword that was in David's house. His children were running amok up under him. Go ahead.
And it came to pass after 2 full years that Absalom had sheep shearers in Baal Hazor, which is besides Ephraim. And Absalom invited all the king's sons. And Absalom came to the king and said, behold, now thy servants have sheep shearers. Let the king of beseech thee, and his servants go with thy servant.
Okay, so skip down to verse 28.
28.
Yeah.
Now Absalom had commanded his servants, saying, mark ye now when Amnon's heart is merry with wine. And when I say unto you, smite Amnon, then kill him, fear not. Have not I commanded you? Be courageous and be vigilant. And the servants of Absalom did according unto Amnon as Absalom had commanded. Then all the king's sons arose, and every mule, and fled. And it came to pass, while they were in the way, that the tidings came to David, saying, Absalom hath slain all the king's sons, and there is none, not one of them left.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
And the king arose and tear his garments and lay on the earth, and all his servants stood by with their clothes rent. And Jonadab, the son of Shimeah, David's brother, answered and said, let not my lord suppose that they have slain all the young men, the king's son, for Amnon only is dead. For by the appointment of Absalom, this has been determined from the day that he forced his sister Tamar.
So we see here it is all explained to David. He did this because he forced his sister Tamar to sleep with him. So this was part of what the Lord punished him with. And he also had Absalom sleep with all his wives up under a tent in the daylight in front of everyone. And Absalom ended up getting killed. So the sword stayed in his house for what he did to Uriah the Hittite.
Right, because Joab killed Absalom. Wasn't Joab his uncle?
Yeah, Joab. Yeah,
Joab was David's uncle.
Yeah, they killed him.
So his son killed, no,